Hey, what's up, y'all? Oh man, I need a charger. Good morning. Hopefully, you had a good weekend. It's all right. Got the playback there. Anyway, um, yeah. Hopefully, you had a good weekend. A lot of stuff to talk about. Little stuff to talk about. Not much. Bitcoin was just trying to hit it against 70k. Um, it's two places where there's a lot of short set. I can't remember what they are. I think it's is it 69.8 and 72,000. But anyway, we break that 72,000 level. We really gonna fly. I got a lot of talking points to talk about today, but I don't know how to say this, but yeah, don't get too crazy, y'all. Even if we start breaking certain numbers, all time high and stuff like that, I don't want you to start fanning yourself like a fanning cheerleader or whatever, and think like, oh, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Like, we'll get some runs or whatever, but like I said, all the parabolic stuff is next year because I've been seeing a lot of people, as we talk about on this channel a lot. I talk about everybody trying to hype people up, and I'm chill on my channel, pretty monotone because I'm just here to talk. I'm not here to be anybody's um, pep rally leader or nothing like that. But yeah, we can break some levels here, and look like we about to go sky high. And I'm pretty. We can break some numbers. We can go 72, maybe 75. We hit 80,000. I know everybody gonna go crazy. But don't think like after that it's just going straight up. I don't think that's what's happening at all. We'll get some runs here. It's cool. You get some gains or whatever, and then we'll be playing the waiting game all over again. So I'm just trying to get you ready for that because I don't want people to have I don't want your expectations to be too high. Not that I'm trying to be bearish or be negative, but it's just like you just kind of gotta know what it is. Like I said, I mean, we were just at 70,000. Like as I was looking up articles, like we were at 70,000 and now we're at 68. You see how quick that happens? So that's why you don't want to get caught FOMO. And you want to already be buying your bags right now and be chilling. And if some of y'all wanted, somebody asked me this. I think two of y'all asked me this. Two of y'all asked me, some of y'all make fun of how monotone I guess I am on the channel, whatever. And to be honest, I'm training myself to be this way. And when the market starts pumping, I'm gonna probably be the same way because you got to keep your head level. When we 80% into our profits, we even take 80% of our stuff out the market, maybe 70%, then I'll probably be more hype on stream because we in there. What we got the bags and the money we looking for. But for right now, I try to keep my head level headed. It's funny because my lady says I'm a monk, but yeah, just try to keep level headed. Try to keep calm. you know, we might get a 50x on something. I'll come on stream and nobody ever know it. But I'm just trying to, because we're not to the end of the cycle. When we get near to the end of the cycle, we can have a party and I guess y'all pop bottles on stream or whatever y'all do. But anyway, we just said 70k. Bitcoin's down to 68,000. That happened in a matter of minutes. Because last time I looked, we were definitely at 69.7. Was it 60? What matter? Is it here? I don't know if this is gonna read what else. Yeah, 69.9. Yeah, we were at 69.9. Just like when I was looking up articles, we were almost at 70k. But as I said on the stream before, they're gonna be taking profits. It's even the ETFs. They're gonna be taking profits in and out the cycle the whole time. Don't they're not holding their Bitcoin bags all the way to the top. They're traders. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take 10% here, 15% here, and that's why you get the market drops or whatever. Anyway, don't want to talk about this too long. But anyway, we're just at 70,000. We're down to 68,000 right now. I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. I forgot. I forgot the Bitcoin ETF inflows. Let me see if I can find them. It's been a busy morning, and got some new people in the group too. And I was telling them, like, yeah, I chill on the weekend. Gotta have a life. I gotta spend time with my family and loved ones and all that kind of stuff. What are the Bitcoin ETF inflows? Net inflows of let me double check this. It's looking like around 40 million, somewhere around there. decent, not too big, not too big, but yeah. Then we have the Ethereum ETF. I don't even know if this stuff is in the order I wanted to be in, but whatever. Then we got the Ethereum ETFs inflows, or rather outflows. Let's see what the numbers are here. Oh boy, we have barely any inflows. But the Grace, jeez. Listen, Akit, this is actually positive because, like I said, they're getting out of the way fast. So let me talk about this a while. I'm just really looking at this. So this is actually good. I didn't plan on talking about this, but this is good because they obviously trying to get this out the way because they was not doing it this fast with the Bitcoin ETFs. So apparently Grayscale had 360 million of outflows. So we had almost 500 million outflows, 326, 346, and now 356 million outflows. So they're getting rid of it pretty fast. So it's a good thing. So we're gonna be volatile for a little minute, especially like I said, we got a bunch of events coming up that can be bearish or bullish or whatever. So just weather the storm. I think somebody in the group was like, oh, we might be chilling into October. I mean, it could be that. I don't know. I still feel like we about to get a little run here, and I've been saying that's July going into August, and maybe halfway through August we start to chill out, and then it's kind of like down in September. But yeah, Grayscale is just dumping all that Ethereum out, and the thing is, I don't see much of it. The positive thing is, I don't see much of it flowing back into the mini, their mini trust yet. So that's going to be a positive. I feel like a lot of this is coming back into there. And right now everybody's just dumping, even BlackRock, everybody's kind of like waiting off. They kind of getting some in, but they're kind of waiting for the dumping to be over, and then we can go from here. But we still on a bullish uptrend now. Like I said, we were just near 70,000, so it's not a bad thing. Is this the order I want to talk about these in? I guess it is. I got here pretty quick. Because all right, obviously, if you're in the group, you should know this. If you just watch the channel, maybe you don't know this. Only once again, just like when political stuff happens with crypto, that's all everybody's talking about. And even like I said, this to say this clearly, even the projects don't want to make any announcements because they know that their announcements or their upgrades or whatever is going to be overshadowed by the political news. So when stuff like this happens, you don't get a lot of just regular crypto news besides a bunch of rug pulls. I remember talking about one a couple of months ago, and I keep saying this over and over. And to be honest, sometimes I think y'all forget. I'll be like, hey, I see everybody talking about this project, but and I know I'm the only one telling you this, but it's probably a piece of crap project, or it's not something I would invest in. And y'all might be like, well, but blah 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 is talking about it, and this person talking about it, and that person. I'm like, yeah, so I've been saying this since like January, December. Yeah, but it's a made up project they use to get liquidity, blah, 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 blah. And I keep saying also, yeah, I know you don't care right now, and I sound boring telling you this, but you won't care until it actually happens. And then when it happens, everybody's like, wait a minute. And then y'all forget I told y'all about this all along. But all I'm going to say is watch out for them garbage trash AI projects because they about to start their crap again. You don't have to be in every project. No, stop listening to the crap when people like, I'm all off topic now. I'm just talking, whatever. Stop listening to the crap when people are like, well, AI is about to go on a run, so you got to get your AI bags packed. Tell them to shut up. Just shut up. Pack the bags that you're going to pack that you think are good, no matter what narrative is in. I see a lot of people shielding this stuff in, this type of information and trying to act like it's alpha. And I've been coming through a lot of realizations over the last couple of weeks, especially this weekend. Other people might say this is arrogant, but I'm much smarter than I even give myself credit for. And I'll be like kind of talking around subjects like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'd be knowing I'm talking about and stuff. And I'm my whole life I've been different from everybody else. So I'm never one to follow the crowd, even when I see people talking about stuff. But yeah, I know I was the only one saying this stuff or whatever. And people were like, well, that's not smart. You want to go narrative by narrative because each narrative has this run and you want to be packed in that narrative when it runs or what. I don't give a crap about none of that, to be honest, y'all. If it's a token in the narrative that I like, then I'm going to pick it up. If the narrative's about they could have the biggest announcement coming. It could be gaming con of 6,000. I don't give a crap. And if I don't like any of the gaming projects, then I'm not going to have any gaming projects. That's how I invest. You can listen to anybody else you want to. It's not financial advice. You don't have to do what I tell you to do. But I don't give a crap about that crap. When people like this narrative's about to run, so pack your bags. No, sir. No, I'm not. You're not about to play me like an idiot. And I know these are trash made up projects. So let the narrative run and you get rug pulled. Thank you, sir. I'm good on that. Anyway, that tangent came out of nowhere. I just see so much in the space that annoys the crap out of me. So sometimes I just got to get it out. Anyway, let's get to the political stuff. Bitcoin conference this weekend. It's really not political, but it is. So I want to talk about a couple of things here. Actually, I don't remember which clip is talking about what. Let's just play the clips and then we'll talk about it. Let's do it that way. Hold on, I have. Wait a minute. What? Oh, did I want to play this later? Hold on. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. Boom. I got that. Then I got that. Then I got that. All right. Well, let's just do it this way. All right. Cool. Let's go. Here we go.
Plan today, I am announcing that if I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. We'll keep 100%. I hope you do well, please. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. As planned today, I am announcing that if I am elected, it will.
Sorry, I got caught up in my thoughts. But anyway, so stockpile, keeping all the Bitcoin in the United States, whatever. So people interpreted this as the announcement that they wanted to hear. Oh, why didn't I pull? Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. So anyway, people interpreted this as the announcement they wanted to hear. I just realized I didn't have some of the stuff pulled up. Sorry, y'all. I'm pretty sure I can find it pretty fast. Yeah, I did. Well, is that gonna be long enough? That's what she said. But let me get over here. So they interpreted this as the announcement. They kept talking about this special guest that was coming to the Bitcoin conference. Everybody was speculating it was Elon Musk. I did too. I thought it was gonna be Elon Musk. But as of now, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking that the special guest was Cynthia Loomis. And what Trump said is what they interpreted that she said next. And that is this here.
Here it is. This is the Bitcoin Reserve Bill. I'm reading from the text. In the Senate of the United States, to establish a Bitcoin strategic reserve, a network of secure storage vaults, purchase program, and other programs to ensure the transparent management of Bitcoin holdings of the federal government. Here it is.
So, like I said, that's what everybody was speculating. That was the interpretation of what Trump was said, even though he said it a different way. And sometimes I wonder, did they have him say it that way on purpose for whatever reason? I want to talk about a lot of stuff surrounding this. But anyway, Cynthia Loomis came out with the bill that they drafted up for the Bitcoin Reserve in the U.S. or whatever. This is the announcement that everybody thought Trump was going to say out of his mouth. I think if he said it out of his mouth, then the market would have rallied some more. But people still, they're taking that as the interpretation. Over the weekend, so a lot of people take a break over the weekend. So they're coming back this week. They're seeing what's going on. China was buying a lot yesterday too. And I'm going to pull up this article. I'm not really talking about it, but I hear a lot of people been talking about it. Hong Kong legislator also eyes Bitcoin reserve as well. So a lot of people were saying that. They were like, if the United States announces this, then other people are going to follow suit because you kind of have to. It's like the 49ers gold rush all over again or whatever. So every country is rushing to get as much Bitcoin as they can. The states is probably going to try to make sure they they stay ahead of this. But anyway, bullish announcements by Trump. I want to hold on. I'm gonna pivot out, then I'm gonna pivot back in with, if I can find it. So let's pull up this list. I had a list too, so let me see if my list lines up with theirs. But they were saying, so this is stuff that that was talked about in the. I'm gonna skip one on purpose though. That they talked about in the, sorry, the Bitcoin conference or whatever. Says create a U.S. government strategic national Bitcoin stockpile if elected. He said a stockpile instead of Bitcoin reserve, like Cynthia Lumen said, but tomato, whatever. U.S. government will keep 100% of the Bitcoin it owns instead of selling it off like Germany. He was making jokes about that or whatever. He says Bitcoin is going to move. Never sell your Bitcoin, but we'll talk about that later. Bitcoin will one day probably surpass the market cap of gold. He said that near the beginning of the speech. I remember that, which made people bullish because it is digital gold or whatever. And we going digital soon, Well, eventually. Let's not say soon, but eventually. He reaffirmed his pledge to Commute Ross, the founder of Silk Road or whatever. A lot of people in the Bitcoin community see him as a savior or golden light, whatever crap term you want to use. So that would be bullish too. And, whether people say he's just trying to get the crypto vote or whatever, we already know how this is going to play out. And I'm going to point out something in a minute. I wanted it to go over your heads, but I didn't see anybody talking about it yet. So he said there will never be a CBDC while he is president of the United States. Bitcoin and crypto will skyrocket like never before if elected. He took about as good notes as I did. Bitcoin is not threatening the dollar. The current U.S. government is threatening the dollar. The United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and Bitcoin superpower of the world. Bitcoin stands for freedom, sovereignty, and independence from government coercion and control. And he says, I pledge to the Bitcoin community that the day I take office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris anti-crypto crusade will be over. Elizabeth Warren and all those people. Right. So that's all the stuff, the promises and pretty much the quotes he said in there. But he also mentioned something about making a Bitcoin council, which pretty much is, made up of people that understand crypto and stuff. So instead of like I said, the Brad Shermans and Maxine Waters and all them saying stuff about crypto, to create an actual Bitcoin and crypto council of people that understand blockchain or whatever. So that's another thing he said. I don't know why they skipped that one. I thought that was listen, y'all, like I said, no matter who says it, it's good for the country as a whole. That the government or something, they need people to actually understand the stuff. And he also said he will, make sure you have the right to self-custody, which he's been saying forever. But this is the main one I want to pull out, and I'm gonna make some of y'all mad. It's all good though. You gotta use your own head sometimes, not even from what I'm saying. So I want to see what y'all take from this, right? So here we go. I'm gonna play the whole clip. It's not that long though.
Elizabeth Warren and her goons, and she's very nasty to you. She hates your people. She hates everything about you. Will keep their hands off Bitcoin. They're going to keep their hands off crypto. They're going to let it grow. We're going to let it grow. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman. I didn't know he was that unpopular. Well, I didn't know he was that unpopular. Let me say it again. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. Whoa. And we'll appoint a new SEC chairman who believes America should build the future, not block the future, which is what they're doing.
All right, cool. So if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you already know where this is headed. I've told y'all before, as a writer, I'm a writer. And when the presidential candidates or whoever is giving speeches, they only get somebody. Like I said, I used the example last week. If you go to Philly and have a rally, you get a Philadelphia native, and you ask them stuff to talk about. Oh, y'all love Philly states, Philly's. See, I'm not from Philly. Philly cheesesteak. So then you talk about Philly cheesesteak, whatever's big in that city. So the same thing with crypto. You get a bunch of talking points from somebody who understands crypto. What is the best things I could say in this speech to rally people together? Do y'all not see how surprised he was? Like, Trump is an actor, but y'all saw that genuine surprise. Like, he was stuck for a minute. Like, oh, like what did I just say? Y'all know how? I'm pretty sure y'all saw these clips on the internet before, right? Like, a baby says their first words, and the baby gets scared because the baby says like "dad, dad," and everybody goes ah, and they start screaming stuff, and it scares the baby because the baby's like, wait, what? What did I just say? I didn't know that. Why y'all so excited? That's exactly what he just did, and that's why I keep telling y'all, the presidents are mascots. They don't run nothing, y'all. And if you're in crypto, y'all know BlackRock, Vanguard, all this kind of stuff. He was so surprised, and you see how he was like, I like that. Like, let me say it again. He didn't know what he was saying. And so if y'all believe and think of presidents the way y'all think of them, shouldn't they know what they're saying or whatever? But no, they're just mascots. And this is the same even for, it's been getting worse and worse as time has been, as times has gone on. Like I'm trying to think of his name right now. Anyway, politicians in the past, yeah, they definitely did, but it's becoming more of a circus now. And this is what I'm trying to say. Whether you bullish on it, you say Trump is bullish for crypto once he gets in the office, blah 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 blah. It's all orchestrated, and I'm only bringing this up to say the same thing I've been saying for 1,000 years because I'm so tired of it, and it's not. I'm gonna have to deal with it until November. Y'all fussing and cussing each other out on social media, calling people idiots, and you don't know, and the Democrats got you fooled, and the Republicans got you fooled, and all this crap. They got all of y'all fooled because they all working together. Another thing he said in there, and I talked about this before, and people, I'm not the only one that said this, other people been talking about it too. They're like, wait, weren't Trump and Hillary Clinton friends? And y'all fell for the little circus they had arguing with each other and calling each other pieces of crap. And then he also said in the speech, if you didn't watch the whole thing, that Gary Gensler was at his wedding. Y'all, all these people are friends. So he's kind of like, oh, shoot, like I said it because it was in the notes, but, me and Gary was kind of cool. Like, he was at my wedding. Like, so I guess I got to say it again because this was hyping the people up. So I'm done with my speech, but I'm trying to tell y'all, stop falling for the game. Stop getting your emotions involved. Just like I said, it's both sides. Last election, everybody was all excited. And I said, I knew America was going to see through it, that Trump was a piece of trash and he deserves to be locked up and blah. That's why we didn't vote for him again. Now it's going to be the Republicans' turn. They're going to be like, see, I told you they was going to see through Democrats' foolishness. They're all full of lies and people are seeing the light. That's why they're voting Republican, bro. It ain't none of y'all vote for nothing, y'all. So just calm your horse down and just collect your crypto and just focus on that. Stop getting caught up in these arguments and these political. You're wasting your time. You can be focused on that and studying projects and stuff. Don't waste your time where it ain't value. So, like I said, while everybody was I was telling my friends they was getting mad at me, but I was like, well, y'all was focusing on Kamala's barbecue this weekend. All this stuff was going on, and when I started, some of them they just stopped messaging you, like they don't even respond because I know they pissed off. They'll be all right though. But then I had like two of them. I was sending them all the clips. And, one of them knew everything, what was being said. They understood it. The other one, I was explaining it to them and stuff, like the stuff about making the Bitcoin reserve, Cynthia Loomis, and all the comments that were being made. And I was like, why do you think Kamala's not over here? Because Kamala's over here so people can look the other way and not be focused on what's going over here at this conference. And me and some friends in my lady was talking about how, like, even the Olympics is going on at the same time. And it's funny. Let me say this. I didn't want to say this on stream, but let me show y'all something. Nobody is your friend. Nobody is your friend, especially these politicians. So we talk about Kamala with the barbecue, right? Kamala and the barbecue, all right? Golf cart meetup or whatever, to make all the liberals and Democrats look over here. They're not paying attention to what's going on in the Bitcoin conference. They don't realize the country is changing. They don't see anything about Bitcoin reserve. They're not hearing the bullish stuff about Bitcoin. They don't know, so they're not focused. They're distracted. But then on the other side, how do I say this on stream without them blocking my whole channel? At the Olympics opening ceremony, they had some rainbow activity. Let's say that y'all smart enough to know what I'm talking about. And so while you had the Democrats and liberals focused on the Kamala golf cart barbecue, you had all the conservatives it seems like the Republicans are their friends, right? But no, everybody was over here. They spent their whole day talking about all the rainbow activities and the Olympic ceremony. So y'all all distracted. See how they distracting both of y'all, and everybody thinks my side is the smarter side. No, we smart over here. No, we smarter than y'all because y'all stupid. Both of y'all distracted on both sides. Y'all watching the rainbow activities, cussing people out, saying how America's lost its values, and you're not watching the Olympics anymore. Why do you have to spend all day talking about the fact that you're not going to watch the Olympics anymore? You said it one time. You got to say it 20 times. I'm not going to watch the Olympics. 5 minutes later, that's not why I'm watching the Olympics anymore. 15 minutes later, did you see what they did at the Olympics? And it's like y'all all distracted, like both sides, and it's crazy. And before, like both of these things, I would be looking at before, but now that you realize the game is being played in front of your face, you're like, I'm not about to fall for it. I'm not about to fall for that. But I saw everybody, Republicans and Democrats, was distracted this weekend, boy. I mean, boy, it's so easy to distract people and divide and conquer that. It's crazy, man. It's just it's crazy. But yeah, anyway, he didn't know what the crap he was saying when he made that Gary Gensler comment, and the crowd went crazy. I mean, he was the savior amongst all saviors at that point. What is this? But yeah, and also to piggyback, I talked about this before. If y'all go back and look at the Gary Gensler, like especially when he's like in his office, if y'all go look at those videos when he's talking to his office and everything, you can see him like Bitcoin holders or whatever, they're fraudsters. Then his eyes go down. He'll read the screen. They're manipulators. Then he'll look down again. He's reading the script, y'all. Like, I don't care. I'm one of the best channels out there. I'll be giving y'all the alpha, man. I know y'all be wanting like 20,000 X gems and all that kind of stuff, but this helps your life, man, because it helps you be less stressed when you understand what's going on. What we got here? What we got going? Oh, I'll talk about that in a minute. I didn't look at this one all the way. Hold on, y'all. So we got some big unlocks coming up. I probably wouldn't touch these tokens. I think his Wormhole got like a 40% of market cap unlock. I would not be touching that right now. Coming up, I'm really bringing this stuff to your attention because after that Arbitrum unlock a couple of weeks or months ago, that thing was terrible. Like I said, if you see a 4%, 5%, 10% unlock coming up, you kind of like, all right, I'll just hold it. It might dip a little bit, but you'll be okay. Once you start seeing 40% unlocks, I talk about not trading all the time, but I get the crap out of those tokens. Like, and I probably wouldn't even try to pick them up for another couple of weeks, to be honest. So I would get the crap out of that. And one y'all brought to me before, it's okay. I'm not really the most bullish on. Did I do any? Let me see if did I do any recent research on it. I like what it does. Zeta is what they say they do, but it's not something I'm gonna pick up. But they also got a huge unlock coming up, so I would not be holding that right now at all. So that is that. I don't want to go through all the other ones. They're pretty small. I need to start keeping up with that more too. I know a lot of people talk about their Patreons like, oh, we got somebody doing this, we got somebody doing that. I try not to have all that crap because actually the most important thing is knowing what tokens to invest in and making money. But sometimes this stuff helps. But I want to start keeping up with the big token unlocks that's coming out more because you can get seriously wrecked. Like I said, I preach not trading all the time, but when that Arbitrum one came, I was like, I wouldn't be holding it. And that thing, it ain't been pretty. It has not been pretty at all. So yeah. What else we got here? I was just talking about all the different events that's down behind us. The Mt. Gox sell-off, the Gemini. We really didn't even talk about the Gemini one a lot. Germany sold all their Bitcoin like idiots. I don't care what kind of rule you got. Talking about we got to sell stuff if it's seized by a criminal, man, that whatever. Like, who's marking the Bitcoin? Nobody's like, it's not like it's like tattooed and, oh, this is bad Bitcoin. Man, I would have kept that Bitcoin, but people got weird rules, but weird rules are meant to be broken. Anyway, some of the seized U.S. Bitcoin is potentially behind us, and ahead of us we have potential rate cuts. I'm gonna still say crazy. I still think we can get a surprise one. I know that sounds crazy right now, but I'm gonna stick to it. Sometimes you just gotta be stubborn. I'm gonna just stick to it. Whatever. FTX cash repayments or whatever. So this is not like with the other repayments where they had to sell the big, like Mt. Gox had to sell the Bitcoin on the market to give people their money back. All this stuff is, they already have the money ready to go. I think it's in USDC or whatever stable coins, and they're just going to issue out the payments from the FTX collapse or whatever. So that's going to be more money that's coming into the market. So we got that as a bullish catalyst coming up. Interest rate cuts coming up. They put this on here. I didn't even see this one when I read it early. The strategic stockpile. I mean, that's not even in effect yet. Potential, we got a lot of bullish stuff coming up. So I'm saying this is stuff to say that the bull run is not over. Even though a lot of people try to tell you that, like the people who believe it was over in June. And this crap here, U.S. national debt now passes $35 trillion. What the crap, man? What are they doing? I think they said this was equivalent to $104,000 per citizen. I don't want nobody know $104,000. Why are you putting this on me? I'm just joking, but this is crazy. They just spending money. And I saw something this morning. I didn't read too deep into about. I guess Ukraine supposed to be getting another $2 billion. I don't even know what they're doing at this point. Like I don't know what y'all doing at this point. Like I really don't. I'm gonna leave some of this other stuff alone. And then this other stuff about Kamala trying to get information on crypto now, blah 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 blah, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the main thing I wanted y'all to focus on, like I said, seeing Trump's confusion about making that Gary Gensler statement. He was confused. He was like, why is this so bullish? Why y'all like this so much? He even said it straight out of his mouth. First, it was just his face saying it, but then he said it out of his mouth. Another thing I want to just bring to your attention, like even when CryptoZo tells you about a crypto, puts out a buy alert, whatever, do your own research. Do not be lazy. Do not just put all your hopes and dreams in somebody else's hands, and whether it's me or anybody else. Because one thing, I've been noticed this, but I just felt the need to talk about it this morning. Just like I be saying, hey, y'all, I only use this website because I think they got decent, bright pictures that puts an image on screen while I'm talking about stuff. You cannot take everything you see on that site to heart and be like, oh, this is this, I'm about this. Like I said, I saw a bunch of people, and I'm not trying to compete with nobody because actually there's no competition. I told you other groups that are good, or whatever, and there's not that many of them. But there's other Patreons that are good too, but there's not that many of them. But I saw a lot of Patreons push. It was something on the site, and it was like this gaming token, and it was like 5 different Patreons talking about it. And y'all kept, actually no, it was 2. It was 2. Y'all kept asking me, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Somebody said this one. Somebody, and y'all kept bringing them. So I was like, that's trash. It's fake. One of y'all, no, not. I don't think it was somebody in the Patreon. I think it was somebody on the channel was like, they put $5,000 into one of these, and then it rug pulled. I keep saying, y'all don't have to listen to me on this stuff. Y'all, you can get burned by the stove if you want to. Anyway, what I was saying, not only the sites, y'all do know that they pay these big Twitter pages, whether it could be whatever cryptomagazine.com or Coin Market Cap's Twitter page, what they can pay these people to be like, these are the top runners for the day or whatever. And y'all be like, what? Those are the top runners? They must be good then. And you start FOMOing into those tokens. I just want to put y'all on game. Did they do that crap a lot? A lot of different pages do it to say this is a top gainer of today, or the mind share of this token is huge today, or all that kind of stuff is, they can pay to, put that stuff up. Just like I gave y'all the example months and months ago, how people think people write about Beyonce in magazines because she's Beyonce. It doesn't matter who you are. You must pay. Your publicist or somebody, marketing team has to pay for these magazines to write about you. No, but Beyonce just had the #1 album, so that's why she on the cover. No, it's not. She's on the cover because they paid to put her on the cover. No, but she Beyonce. She ain't got to pay nobody. You keep being an idiot and thinking that if you want to. I'm telling you exactly how this goes down. Like you have a publicist, and like I say, let's say you paying your most of them. Once you get to that level, you paying your publicist about $40,000 a month. And so you get a $40,000 to the publicist, and let's say maybe the publicist may be pocketing, I don't know, let's say maybe 20 to 25 of that. The other $15,000 they're using to get articles out, whatever. You just had a baby. All right, let's talk about your baby. You got a 2-year-old now. It's her birthday. That's how all this stuff works. The same game applies everywhere. And the thing is that mainstream media is getting upset about is a lot of people doing that on social media now. Like you see these social media comedians or whatever, and no hate, but a lot of them not funny. They're not funny at all. But what happens is they pay all these different pages to put their clips out or whatever, and then they grow a following or whatever. But I'm gonna tell y'all, from somebody that's been in front of the camera, behind the camera, it does not work out. They usually get a big following, but they broke. And what it does is it puts more pressure on you to put out content because people expecting stuff out of you. And these people they be depressed. I've met a lot of them. I know a lot of them personally. Like, these people be seriously depressed. How did I get on this? But anyway, I was saying, I'm just trying to show you how the monster gets cooked up. But yeah, so you have a lot of stuff on Twitter. You're seeing like Top Gainer and bullish community, whatever. That stuff be paid for, man. So just do your own research. And if you see something like that, then go do your own research. Don't FOMO into it. Don't see the name and just go find a ticker, go on Dex Screen or whatever and start buying the token. Like, do your own research. But I saw it a lot this morning. So because the market is getting bullish again, because Trump made all the stuff at the Bitcoin conference. The Bitcoin conference happened. The market was turning green. Bitcoin's at 70K and is now at 67.7. That just happened in like 45 minutes, y'all. But anyway, when they saw the market start going up, people start doing stuff like that. And you just got to chill. Don't FOMO. Don't FOMO into this stuff. I think that's it. You already talked about the Gary Gensler stuff. Yeah, I talked about all that. But yeah, people excited. People excited about the stuff Trump said at the conference, and Bitcoin reserve stockpile, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and pretty much whether some of you like it, some of you don't like it, I don't care because I'm neutral. I say it's all a game. Like I said, I will say, yeah, let me talk about this. This pissed me off. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I do on my channel. I'm gonna be honest. So I haven't seen much since the last campaign, last election, because mainly everything's been run off. The main topic is crypto. That's what people are caring about. But on the Democrat side, you have a lot of the, and they both do it on their own way. So I'm gonna talk about both, and I'm gonna get on. But see more of the police brutality, trauma, the pushing racism, and pointing out let's talk about this one, the abortion stuff, right? I'm not I was talking to somebody on the channel. One of you guys, you usually comment after the stream, but yeah, I don't believe in abortion per se, but there's certain situations when women have health issues, miscarriages, and stuff like that, where they have to save their lives. And the one thing I'm going to do is I'm always going to save my wife before I save the baby. You can take whatever stance you want on that, but my wife is my life partner. That's what's important to me. And but there's situations when women get in health situations where they have to, or they're going to lose their lives or whatever. And so that's when I say, hey, let the women have free will over what they want to do. But anyway, the Democrats are pushing that as they're like, look, they're trying to take your abortion stuff away. But what y'all don't realize is that was introduced under Trump, but it went through under Biden. Biden could have stopped it, did not do it. This is another sign to show y'all that they're all the same team. They just put the blame on certain people when it's the best for them to do it. And that's because that's how y'all going to remember it. Like Trump said, or they overturned Roe v. Wade or whatever. But yeah, but who let it go through? Once again, I keep telling y'all, I'm neutral. So when y'all hear this stuff, take it with a neutral standpoint. Like I'm not on anybody's side. But on the other side of it, I haven't seen it since last campaign. Trump been doing that racist dog whistling. He started doing it right after he did the Bitcoin conference. He went somewhere to speak. That pissed me off. I'm just being honest with you. And see, if you're not black and if you're not a person of color, you may slip right through your ears and you don't realize what's being said. I don't play that mess, man. I don't like that. And so both sides are playing. I don't care about it because I know who's going to be in office because it's all a game. But I can't stand how they cause division amongst the regular citizens. And that's what's going on right now. And both sides are doing it, and both sides are pretending to be your friend, and neither one is. Once again, Trump is just like the Bitcoin conference, though. He's just reading off the teleprompter what the talking points are. And if you have a keen eye, and if you watch the entire Bitcoin conference speech, you saw him talk freely. You saw him talk, for this person who came, blah, blah, blah. And you could tell when he zoned in and when he got in the mode of like, okay, now I got to hit these key points that are on the teleprompter. Hence, first thing I would do is fire Gary Gensler. I'm just reading the teleprompter. And then he gets this loud reaction, everybody cheering. And he's like, what is going on? So the same thing, he leaves that and he goes to speak somewhere else and he's reading off the teleprompter. Now this going to divide people, and it's not. If I was the whitest of the white, I feel like I would feel the same way, maybe. But of course, because I'm black, I notice it more. I don't like these comments they make about critical race theory, because I don't give a crap what you think. You can leave my channel and never come back. Critical race theory, that bull crap term they made for it, is important. It's black history. It's stuff that happened in the country, and you need to talk about it and stop acting like it didn't happen. So I don't like that crap, and people trying to act like, oh no, they didn't ban certain books. Yes, they did. We have to list the big books that they banned in Florida. So all that racist crap, I don't appreciate that, because the only thing you're doing is empowering racism, and you're keeping the country divided. But if people don't wake up to what's going on, it's going to continue to keep the country divided, and they're continued allowed to play the games the same way. And I said this to one of my friends. I said, when I talk about this stuff and I keep telling you that Trump is going to be in office, Republicans are going to be in office, you're like, oh, you must be a Trump lover. You must be a Trump supporter, whatever, because they do know I'm Christian and I'm conservative or whatever. But I said, no. I said, there's two things that's going to happen. There's two things that's going to happen in November. And I'm not making fun of, I feel I'm getting a little high here. Maybe my blood pressure getting up. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little passionate here, but two things are going to happen in November. You're going to have a bunch of people crying, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, we failed. Oh my gosh, what happened? But Kamala raised all the money, and what, oh my gosh, I'm going to, and you're going to have all the, and I hate it because it's all a game, but you're going to have all the rainbow people. And I'm just saying that because I'm not trying to be funny, but on stream, I can't say certain stuff. You're going to have all the rainbow people crying that their rights are going. And one thing that does tick me off, the emotion of the people, the trickery, not what's happening. Because, sorry, I'm saying too much at once. Because like I said, they could have stopped the Roe v. Wade overturn or whatever. But seeing the women that I know and love being affected by this, because they don't understand what I understand, that's going to affect me, because they're going to feel some type of way like, oh, my women's rights are being taken away or whatever. And then on the other side, that's just as bad. You're going to have the people like, yeah, Uncle Trump, like we got him in office, and they saw everybody started to wake up to what the Democrats are doing, and now and whatever. And both of y'all are at fault, because both of y'all are reacting just the way they want you to. They want you to think that you're in control. And the more you keep taking ownership of who is in office and who's not in office, they're going to keep playing the game. And I haven't said it much on the channel, and I keep talking in between the lines, but I'm going to say it in between the lines, that they are going to put in office who they need to put in office to fit the narrative at the time. And you can do whatever you want to do. But all I'm going to say, this is the first time I've done this since I've been able to. But I will be sitting my butt at home, because I know what the game is. And I'm not going to be stressing with nobody, having nobody, coming up to no polling place thinking they're going to offload on me, because I will dump the clip. Like I'm not going to be on the news or in the obituary like that. That's just not the way I plan on going out. So, but people are going to get caught up in their emotions, and they're going to get caught up in emotions, and you're not about to take me out like that. So y'all can have that. It's just messed up seeing people's emotions get involved in this stuff. And like I said, just cussing everybody out. And I've seen some people, it really makes me upset, because I've seen people that I know, how do I even say this? That wouldn't be the, well, yeah, it would be the definition of love, but people that I know love each other and just, ripping each other apart. Like it's just getting started. I've been talking about this before it happened. If y'all been on the channel, I've been talking about this since February. I was like, hey, don't cuss out your aunts and uncles and stuff. And I see people saying just like I'm not even related to them. I'm like, damn, it hurts me seeing y'all talk to each other this way. I know y'all love each other, but y'all get caught up in this game, man. And people start having mental health issues over this and trying to harm people and hurt people and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, y'all ain't in control of nothing, man. You're not in control of anything. And as long as you keep thinking they're going to keep running the same game. And I was telling my friends, I was like, I feel sorry for y'all. Kamala taking y'all donations, knowing doggone well she not about to be president. And I saw some people talking this weekend. It was like people on Twitter are upset because they're like looking at Kamala's website, and they're like, why don't you have anything about your policies on here? Mind you, these are people who they are pro Kamala. They're not conservative, Republican, whatever term you want to use. These are pro Kamala people. And they're like, wait a minute, I went on the site And like, why don't you have anything about your policies on here? Only thing on here is about donations and volunteering and stuff. I said, yeah, because she knows she's not going to be president, but they still gonna take y'all money. If you idiotic enough to give it to them, they gonna take it, and that's how the poor stay poor and the rich stay rich. Anyway, let me get off this topic. I'm pretty sure I said a couple things I probably shouldn't have, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Anyways, Mopar said, "Morning, bro. Morning to you too, sir. Bitcoin to 80K, then it will dump, something like that. That's what I'm. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. It's probably gonna get crazy. We shoot through 72. Probably get to that 77, between 77 and 80K range, and then it'll probably come back down. You know what I'm saying? So I say you just accumulate it times that you think are decent to accumulate or whatever. But for people who think we just gonna smash through 70K and go straight to 100K, nah, not at all. What is this? Yeah. TJ said, I need sideways action till 2025. Only thing these 50% pumps do is kill accumulation. Yeah, that's true. No, same thing. I would like to accumulate too. I think we're gonna get a little run here, and so you might not get it the best prices, but they'll eventually come down. But like I said, sometimes when Bitcoin run, the altcoins don't be believing it, so they stay sideways for a minute. So collect some bags, but you don't have to FOMO and go too crazy. But yeah, I know that's not what y'all want to hear, but I'm cool with some sideways accumulation. Maybe get one token to do like a crazy run to get some more liquidity, easy liquidity that doesn't have to come out your bank account. Yeah, that's cool. But as far as that, I'm cool with the sideways. Hey, wait, why you always come on and talk about? No, man, no. Crypto Rose, I've been hearing cycle tops around end of year Q1 2025. No, I think they're gonna drag it out. I mean, I was thinking they could do that back in February and March too, because the market was running fast and with the Bitcoin ETFs and the speculation about the Bitcoin ETFs when people knew they were coming and they were trying to front run the market, and we went on that massive run. But it seems like they're slowing it down. We're gonna see how this stuff plays out over the next couple of months and stuff. But I think it's gonna be a traditional lean cycle, just from different stuff I'm seeing. Like a lot of projects, a lot of the big projects. Granted, they don't. Not all of them know what the big whales are doing, especially institutional investors like BlackRock or whatever. But you got a lot of big projects that are not even launching until like November. Some of them like January or February next year. So they got to know something. So I don't think we're gonna top in Q1 like people been saying. Crypto already said, I hope not, but we will see. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Elorm said, good morning to you as well. Oh, this stream went long. I was in my rant mode today. I thought it was gonna be quicker, but Indigenous 999 said he said a bunch of nothing. Trump don't know more than Biden about crypto. Of course he don't. I mean, he gonna say the talking points, which is why they saying, like, even Kamala saying Kamala's reaching out to find out more. None of them really know about crypto. I mean, if you can look at it, even the way he's saying it, your Bitcoin, your crypto, and other things, and the other things you hold. He kept saying stuff like that. The other things and whatever you hold and stuff. Of course he doesn't know. I mean, he's an older guy or whatever, and they just reading what's on the teleprompter. And like I said, of course, I know most of you probably don't want to, but if you are pro Trump or whatever, and or you don't mind, go back and watch it. Go back and watch when he's speaking freely. You can tell he's speaking freely, and I love this and I love that, and the fireman that passed away, and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. And then when he gets to the talking points, he does this thing. He puts his hand on I watch body language too. He puts his hand on the podium. And he does this number here because he doesn't want to look like Biden or whatever, because poor Biden be struggling. But so he does this number here and he tilts his head sideways and he's trying to read the teleprompter and he's hitting those points. And I will, self-custody, Bitcoin, or whatever. And he does this. Now he always watch when he snaps that neck. When he snaps that neck, that's when he's reading the teleprompter. He's like, custody of Bitcoin and Elizabeth. Now watch this. We'll go watch it. I wish I could pull up the clip. And when he gets to Elizabeth Warren, he knows all the crap he want to say about Elizabeth Warren. So I'm picturing him. He sees Elizabeth Warren's name on the screen. He's like, I got this part. I don't even have to read anymore. Elizabeth Warren, she doesn't like it. She wants to take it away. She wants to take away your Bitcoin. And then he goes back to the notes again. And then he just keeps that head that he's reading the notes. And he's like just going through the talking points. He don't know what he's saying, man. But yeah, he doesn't know. Like I say, even though I hate I hate the stuff that went on. Was that Minnesota? He was talking at, I think, or somewhere he was talking at. But once again, reading the teleprompter, it's all about divide and conquer, man. These people don't know what they're talking about. They just reading the teleprompter and what the big dogs tell them to read, and everybody thinks the president is the big dog, but that's what they want y'all to believe. You got to have a fall guy. Y'all know this in everything. You got to have a fall guy. You always got to have a fall guy. Indigenous 999 says Zobi on top of the games. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't take credit for it. Like I did tell you, I went to school to be an actuary, but on top of that, like I said, I'm a writer, and being different things in life taught me more about this stuff than even going to school for. Because as we talked about on the channel, some of y'all went to school for finances too, and you go to school for finances and you come out, you just like, yeah, this don't look the same. Like, okay, y'all using some of the same terms, but it ain't working like y'all think. And that's why a lot of people come out, they come out and the thing that people loved about being an actuary versus an accountant or, financial advisor, well, you come out as an actuary, you were guaranteed a job. You're guaranteed a job. The starting salary is really good. But I'm just saying, a lot of people that were my classmates and stuff like that were going to be actuaries, they were privileged. They had no grit about them. They had no research capabilities about themselves. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest, not just coming out of finance school and realizing they don't teach you what you need to know. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I think you have to be an actuary inside of you. You really can't be taught how to be an actuary. I don't care what nobody say. You can't be taught how to be an actuary. Either you've been an actuary since you were 9 years old. Like, I think I'm being funny, but either you were an actuary at 9 years old, or you just not gonna be an actuary. You're not gonna be good at it. And a lot of them come out thinking like, because you want to get that job and it's a guaranteed job, and you starting at like 130, like minimum. And so that's why they do it. And then it's too much pressure, and then they end up unlifing themselves. I think I told you guys on the channel before, actuaries, well, at least at one point, they were the number one. They were the number one career for excuse me. Where my water at? They were they're the number one career for unlifing themselves is an actuary, because you feel smart, you go to school for this, and you just thinking about the money. I got a guaranteed job, and they gloating to their friends or whatever, and especially girls, and like, oh, I'm an actuary, I make this amount of money, and it's depressing if you don't know what you're doing, because you've been made to, and that's actually, be honest, that's what a lot of college degrees, you're made to think that you got this degree and now you know what you're doing, and then you get in the field and realize you don't know what you're doing. Anyway, I was saying, yeah. So I mean, part of that, like, I feel like I've always been like an actuary in some aspect, but screenwriting helped me understand more so with the games they be playing. As he said, good Monday too. Be honest, it feel like it was just Friday morning. It feels like it was just Friday morning. Bro, Kamala's website is crazy. I haven't even looked at it, to be honest. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I skipped somebody's comment. My bad. Sammy said, do you use any applications for crypto taxes? I do. But, it's getting that time. Be honest, in the next 2 weeks, I want to see which ones are the best ones. You got Coinly, you got Coin Ledger and all that kind of stuff. But I want to see what else has come up. I know a lot of people just like, I want to use what's proven and what's the oldest and whatever. And I kind of do too, but I want to cross-reference that stuff. And to be honest, I try not to talk about tax stuff on the channel, especially not on the channel while I'm on live. Because I'm not a tax professional and I cannot give tax advice before I can name some apps that I use. But other than that, I try not to talk about this stuff. But we just, best we can do is talk about when to take profits and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, like I said, I do want to see what other websites and apps out there that can that may be the best. But now Taddy said Kamala's website is crazy. I haven't my bad. I haven't looked at it at all. I don't even know what it looks like. I've just been seeing a lot of people talk about it. Yo, wait, Tad, are you saying her website looks like a rug pool? Wait, now I gotta go find this. What is that? What you're saying? Or are you talking about a project I mentioned? That's it. Looks like it. Oh, is this it? What is this? Did they really do 47? Like president number 47? What is this? Mind you, if you're just tuning in, if you've never been on my channel before, for y'all, I'm politically neutral. What? And then you press close. Okay, you press close. Then what else you got here? I'm telling you, y'all, they just collecting money. They collecting money. She knows she's not about to be president. This is what they do, and everybody get in their emotions and fall for it. Like I said, I know people want to. People that know me know I'm crazy enough. Like I'm real chill, but you ain't about to cuss at me or nothing. So that's why they just don't even message me back. But I say, stop getting your emotions. Some gonna get mad. Some, I do. I do. I love my friends. I care about people I know. So when they get into their little crying fits, I be trying to hear it out. But I'm like, man, you gotta stop letting this affect your emotions. Yeah, this website is booty. Yo, this is crazy. This is let me get off here, man. Well, Sammy Dickens, Sammy Davis, Sammy. We don't do that on this channel, sir. You gotta join the Patreon, my guy. I'm not gonna tell you what my bullish. And if where I talk about crypto, you never know what is gonna be what. It's all about how the market catches on and stuff. But yeah, I got stuff I'm bullish on, but. And I know people keep asking about that, but I keep saying we're getting in the better part of the market where you can like solidify kind of more so like what's going to be decent. But there are a lot of good projects that are not like, shilling and marketing right now that's still going to do really, really well. But you got to let the market decide. We'll know that stuff more around November, to be honest. And that's not what y'all want to hear. Y'all be wanting to know information right now. You want somebody have the crystal ball, but yeah, you got to join the Patreon, my guy. Matter of fact, if you want to join the Patreon before I finish with the comments, because apparently, according to other people, I'm supposed to do this at the beginning, the middle, and the end, and shill it to y'all 10,000 different times. But it's up to you if you want to make money. I'm not about to beg you to make money because I don't need the money. It's up to you. But anyway, Mr. Sammy Dickens, if you want to join the Patreon, it is at patreon.com. I always have to do this, but it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. I have now put the link in the chat if you want to. Y'all been asking me about some other website. I guess other people use them, but I haven't looked at it yet. But yeah, that's how you can find out those pics. Taddy said her website is a rug. Yeah, that website is pretty donkey. That junk is pretty. Hold on, what is this here? Yeah, it's funny because yeah, that website is pretty donkey, if you know what I mean. Well, I just realized because that's also their symbol, but I'm never mind. It's a double entendre. But anyway, if you want to join the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. Yeah, y'all chill, man. So we get a little run in the market, whatever, but don't FOMO too hard. Don't lose your mind. And yeah, patreon.com/cryptozo, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.